Hello everyone, my name is Tomoko. こんにちは。ありがとうございます for watching my TV. And today I want to show you our very important seasoning, Japanese seasoning. So do you know soy sauce? Do you know paste of miso? So like this, and for several Japanese seasoning we have. So I want to introduce several flavor. So let's go! So today, hello. So today I really want to introduce several Japanese seasonings. So I prepared several flavor, but this is also for the base. So of course it's not necessary or prepared your home, but for my cuisine Japanese, I'm really used and so many seasoning, but then it's based for the create Japanese food. So I will introduce you. For example, at first, okay. So at first it's the mainly at first it's very important. So this is the soy sauce. Okay, soy sauce. Soy sauce is also in the several type, like small type and the big type. And now it's also you can find gluten-free also, gluten-free. Okay, gluten-free. Okay, so it's the main, the very important things. Okay, so here normally the soy sauce there is include the wheat. So if someone the gluten-free allergy it's be careful. Japanese soy sauce is made from the wheat and soybean, salt and water. Soy sauce is a marriage pause and condiment that is the essential to Japanese cooking. So the next is the also very important, the paste of miso. Okay, paste of miso is also so many variety. Okay, all it's the miso. Okay, there is all Japanese paste. Miso is a traditional seasoning made by fermenting and boiled and soybeans with the salt and the KOUJI fin. So after that, it's this is just five suggestions, but it's the totally very different variety in Japan. So you can find yourself and your preference actually. But it's not only soup miso. We can also for marinade with the chicken or fish, and it's a very convenient. Anyway, so many type of the Japanese miso paste. And next it's also very important. So Japanese cooking sake. Okay, Japanese cooking sake. Also, and sake is an alcoholic and beverage and made from fermented rice and one of the most important condiments of the Japanese cuisine. Okay, so the next is mirin. This one, mirin. This is the mirin. Okay. Mirin is the sweet cooking sake. Mirin is the traditional Japanese sweetener and type of the rice wine with the lower alcoholic content. Okay, so this is also very important. So now I introduce you and soy sauce and paste of miso, sake, mirin. This is the early base for Japanese cooking. Okay, and next, some of the introduce and for the small seasoning. So now it's a vinegar. Yes, vinegar we call the soup. Okay, so this one. Okay, so vinegar is also in several type. And the vinegar and we call the soup. We have mainly divided into three types, like the white grain vinegar and the reddish and the brown rice vinegar and black type. But the most commonly used vinegar is the white vinegar, white grain like this, and the vinegar which is made from the purchase rice, but and if you gluten-free allergy people, be careful because and there is the include the wheat and sometimes and the corn and depend on the vinegar. If you have the gluten-free allergy, it's the only the rice made of the rice. This one. This is only the 100%. It's the rice. Okay, too. This one, for example, for the if someone can read in Japanese, but and if someone not can read in Japanese, and there is include the 3 ingredients like the wheat and the rice and the corn. Okay, so and it's the include here. So and just be careful, just in case. After another seasoning, I prefer. For example, this one, it's the yuzu kosho. Yuzu kosho is it's a condiment paste made from the yuzu zest and the chili and the salt. So and this is from the south part in Japan, but it's very tasty. I can recommend with the especially chicken, for example. It's very good. And also another seasoning we call this one is the shichimi. Shichimi. This one, shichimi. Shichimi is that we can edit for the chili. So if like you like the spicy, and I can recommend. And also it's this one is a little bit spicy. This one, and this one is the sansho. We call it sansho. This is the Japanese and the spicy pepper. So and this one is also very the grateful and flavor. I love it. So and I can recommend for edit some the fry or, and sometimes in the and eel also eel. Okay. Now for example, there is also the flavor of the soy sauce with the sansho. So this one is also sometimes I'm used, and it's also very tasty. Okay. And after for sesame oil, it's the for edit the flavor. It's also very good. And for next, for the Japanese cooking, for the we love and for the fry. So and it's very useful, and it's the for use potato starch. We call the katakuriko. This one is the potato starch. Okay, and often you can changing the cornstarch also. After and then I can make it and for the like the another fry type like the tempura. I use this one flour. This one is the specially made and 100% is the from the rice. So it's also gluten-free allergy. They can use this one made of the rice. Okay. After another flavor, we use several types like these things. Okay. This one is we call the nori. So it's the very popular like the making the onigiri or like the sushi. It's the always this seaweed and we use. Or if you put on the miso soup, so like this is we call the wakame, and wakame is also a very useful ingredient. And the next, this one is we call the aosa. Okay, aosa is also the seaweed. If you like the okonomiyaki or takoyaki, we added on the top, and it's a very the good flavor from the all seaweed. Okay, so all seaweed. After depend on the utilizations. If you like someone and edit the flavor on the top of the rice, like I can recommend two flavor different. This one is the yukari. Yukari. When I made the Japanese rice, I use this one and from the Japanese herb and dried herb and the salty. This one is the flavor of the sansho, like the same as like this, and also small and fish included. So it's very tasty if you put on the rice, or you can use onigiri inside or outside. Okay, and after for making the broth and the stock, there is the main possibility is there is this kind of the flavor. Okay, so at first it's mainly we use this one is the kombu and the dried bonita flake like this. Two combination is the most popular. This is a kelp. This is the dried bonita and dried bonita. Dried bonita is like the small tuna, like dried type. This is a fish. And next, like I used for this one, and niboshi. Niboshi is the dried small fish, like the small dried sardine fish, and it's also for making the Japanese stock for making dashi. And also this one we called shiitake mushroom. Shiitake mushroom. This one is also very important and for vegetarian and vegan, and I use this one with this combination with kelp. Okay, so of course we can create another type of dashi, but these three is very popular. For example, this one is the same as the dried bonite, but we love it. So we put on the just topping on the like the tofu and some of the vegetables. It's also very good. And also after the rest, and some of the sugar we have. This is the brown sugar. This is the brown sugar, and this is the beet sugar. Okay, so it's also depend on the cooking type. I change. Of course, you can use also white sugar, but for my cooking, I use often this kind of the beet sugar or brown sugar. Okay, so today I introduce the base and the main seasoning, but I really interesting you will try for the one day. So thank you for your watching. So today I introduce you the Japanese several seasoning, but if you just buy for like the soy sauce and sake and mirin and the miso paste, and you can create the base Japanese cuisine. So I really recommend to pass the maybe a grocery store for the Asian stores, and so you can let's try to make Japanese food. Thank you.